of Yoruba land. And here we are today going to celebrate the OPC, Oodua People's Congress. When he elected me or suggested that I should be the chairman for the committee planning these events, I thought that how come? But well, I don't deny him, because he is somebody I respect so well and will always respect him. I have told people that I am proud to be an OPC member. I'm not arrogant. I'm proud to be very close to the Aare of Yoruba land, Gani Adams. I'm not arrogant. When I'm doing things with the OPC, I know a bit about the journey so far, which we have the books published, which I think we are going to unveil very soon. So that is why I am today standing in front of you all, saying my big thank you to Aare. But however, even though I have jumped the protocol, I want to return to it. Iba, Gani Adams, the Aare of Yoruba land, I thank you. And then, of course, the chairman for today, the distinguished senator. He used to be former governor of Ogun State, well represented here today. He's somebody I know very well through Gani Adams. Please, you are welcome to this occasion. Thank you for coming. I want to also thank my colleagues, distinguished colleagues, who have come, not thinking that this is OPC. What are we going to do there? We have the distinguished professor from NIA, who is going to be the reviewer of the book we have published. So also, we have the professor from UNILAG, who is going to do justice to our book. And then, of course, I think I have missed something. The reviewer, please pardon me, distinguished Professor Oyewese. He is the reviewer, and I want to tell you a very short story about Professor Oyewese. It was just
abroad some few days ago. So he has sent me to read this address on his behalf. All protocols duly observed. I am humbled and honored to serve as your chairman at today's landmark anniversary celebration of Oodua People's Congress, established since 1994 by a group of highly intellectual Yorubas, which include Dr. Frederick Fasio as its founder and first national leader. The new group decided to form an organization to actualize the annual mandate of Chief MKO Abiola, a Yoruba who most people believe to be on his way to winning the presidential election of 12 June 1993, which was subsequently annulled by the military government before vote tallying was complete. We are all witnesses from our various positions and corners, active and silent watchers, to the later happenings of the resultant struggle and the aftermath of Kudirat and MK Abiola's death, various assassination plots, and threats on advocates of democracy, with surge of many fleeing Yoruba homeland into safety in diaspora to continue with the struggle for the democracy. As all this was happening, Dr. Fasehun, and with close support of his able lieutenant, Gani Adams, now Aare Ona Kakanfo, were on ground holding forth gidigba, meaning the fear of OPC is the beginning of wisdom. Before this time, armed robbers, armed robberies, etc. were prevalent everywhere, but all of them disappeared. Wọ́n ti ọwọ́ ọmọ ara wọn, wọ́n ti bọ̀ṣọ́, wọ́n ti ọwọ́ ara wọn bọ̀ṣọ́ when OPC came to the rescue of the people. This was the beginning of OPC notable objectives as the People's Vigilante Global Group to complement the effort of state governments and the police. The noble vigilante activities of OPC will not be complete if we don't mention the ugly period that devil crept into his leadership structure with all sorts of conspiracy emerging and creating factions. Suffice it to say that God in his infinite mercy took firm control with the full understanding of the then president, Olusegun Obasanjo, when in Abeokuta, Ogun State. During my time as the governor of Ogun State, the rancor was finally settled, signed and sealed via agreement between Gani Adams becoming the national coordinator in order to bring the factions under one body, while Dr. Fasehun remains his president and spiritual father. It was not an easy task, but like I earlier said, na God. Oh. Let me give you an instance. I mediated a particular discussion after about 5 days deadlock with Dr. Fasehun and Gani Adams. Both bluntly disagreed. So I then deployed some of our very strategy, locked the two of them up in a comfortable room, hoping that if there is no third party present, by the time I come back after about 8 hours, father and son will have reconciled. By the time I opened the door, I met the two sitting on different chairs, backing each other. Though I was initially shocked, but quickly gathered my thoughts that the heart would be a decoy. As my late grandmother used to say, if the two people are fighting and they decide to sit backing each other, then it means the cause of the fight is 50% resolved. If that, immediately I decided to raise a special Yoruba and biblical song. You want to hear? Ìjà dópin, ogun sì tán, ogun olùgbàlà jagun olú, and so on. So they embrace each other. Who says God is not in our gathering? And so they, as they usually say, the rest is now history. Let us stand up and observe 1 minute silence for the soul of Dr. Fasehun. Can we? No movement, please. No movement. May his gentle soul continue to rest in peace. I now congratulate Aare Gani for piloting the affairs of OPC thus far, non-violently, with honor and candor. And I can testify, it is not an easy task to be in charge of this very strong Yoruba intellectual across 137 local governments in Southwest, with capacity to lead others in the emerging community policing when passed into law as part of the local reforms that is coming. God will continue to be your provider and negotiator. You will navigate it, and God will be with all of us. Congratulations, everyone.
Ọba tí ń jẹ́ mi má bẹ̀rù ìjìnlẹ̀ fẹ́ aládé wúrà, ọba hàlénì, ọba hàlánà, ọba títí ayérayé gbogbo, ọlọ́wọ́ gbọgbọrọ ti lẹ́yìn aṣòtítọ́, ṣùgbẹ́yìn lọba tí ń dáni, ẹ̀yin lọba tí ń lani, ẹni ọ̀gbàgbà tí ń gbára lé tí ń gbára kó, ẹ̀yin ni Alpha àti Omega, ọba tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí lọ dé òpin. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè, àjúbà rẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ti ní ìhò. Àjúbà ogun tẹ́ dá sí àjùlé ọ̀run, àjúbà ogun tẹ́ dá sí gbogbo igun mẹ́rin àgbáyé, àjúbà ogun tẹ́ dá sí agbede méje ayé àti ọ̀run, àjúbà ogun tẹ́ dá sí sọ́mọ̀ méje ilẹ̀ méje, àwọn àjúbà ogun tẹ́ dá sí igun mẹ́rin àgbáyé. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè, gbàdúrà wa o. Àdúbà alálẹ̀ ìlú yìí, àdúbà ìṣẹ̀dálẹ̀ ìlú yìí, àdúbà ogun tí ó so ìlú ìró, Elédùmarè wá gba ìlú wa. Your Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, ably represented by Engineer Said Olusola Balogun, Senior Special Assistant on Political and Legislative Matters to the Executive Governor of Lagos State. Your Excellency, the Governor of Ekiti State, Governor Biodun Oyebanji, ably represented by Otumba Dolamu Adeni, Honorable Commissioner for Special Duties. Your Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde, the Governor of Oyo State, ably represented by Honorable Chief Hakeem Ademola Ige, Chairman Local Government Staff Pension Board, Oyo State, and is also Barmate to Aare Ona Kakanfo of Yoruba land. Your Excellency, Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun, the Governor of Ogun State, ably represented by Chief Fagbayi Oluwaseun, Honorable Ogun State Governor. Also my good friend for a long time, Comrade Tunde Oladujoye, Senior Media Consultant to the Governor of Ogun State and PRO APC Ogun State, is also one of the entourage of the representative of Governor of Ogun State. Your Royal Majesty, Oba Rilwan Aremu Akiolu, the Oba of Lagos. We normally call him Olówó Èkó. We call him Olówó Èkó. Kabiyesi was represented with about 3 powerful white cap chiefs. Chief Tajuddin Abisogun Ojo of Lagos, Chief Waidi Ayeni Shashore of Lagos, Chief Ibikunle Bali Oluojakonde of Lagos, and the staff of offices here. We have a list of many royal fathers here. Long list. We have His Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Isiaka Adio Balogun Oyero, Oba of Ketu Kingdom, Kabiyesi. We have another good friend that he forced me to become a traditional ruler. We have been together for a long time. The Alagbado of Agbado Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Oba Shilion Adedayo Shogolu, the Alagbado of Agbado Kingdom. We have good friends, actors. Sometimes we always differ, but he always like you to make money. If you meet him 10 times, Gani, how will you make money? He will be giving you an idea how you can make money. He's a very good businessman. He's the chairman of this Engineering Communication Limited, and he's one of the sons and daughters of Yoruba land that assist us a lot in the early stage of OPC. Sometimes we do not have money to pay for our office rent. He was the one that rescued us. There was a time we did not have an office for online radio station. He gave us an office in this engineering in Latifia Congo. It's a person that anytime you request anything from him, he will do it for you. And he's one of the people that planned the coup of reconciliation with Otumba Dadane. And the coup that later favored me at the end of the day. Thank you very much. I'm surprised Akogun Onodipe did not mention Ejekinwu Akogun Onodipe. He did not mention this Oyinbo Engineer Adebayo Baijo. He was there when Otuba Dadane consigned us. My good friend, Engineer Adebayo Banjo, he came from the prominent Banjo family in Ijebu. My good friend, Comrade Shino Lorimikom, Mr. and Mrs. founding member of CDHR. When you are talking of guru in human rights activities, when you are talking of strategy, good planner on anything human rights, just look for Shino. And it's the deposit OPC in 1994, August 29 precisely. 5 are late. Only 4 are alive now. Out of the 4, we have 3 people here. The 4th one said that he paid his flight money to come from Abuja. When they are very careful, you need to master flight here. mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ rántí ẹ̀ kó wà ní àwọn tó dá ẹgbẹ́ tó pọ̀ tó báyìí lẹ̀ mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ní kí n máa sanwó flight yẹ mo ní wàá máa wò wá àbọ̀tá bá ń ṣe nínú tẹlifíṣàn ọ̀tá ní àwọn méjì bíbáyìí ìkànnú ìyá wa ní Mrs. Ìdòwú Adébọ̀wálé oníkan lóbìnrin nínú àwọn mẹ́sàn-án tàdá òbí sílẹ̀ ìyá ìjẹ̀gbẹ́ ẹgbẹ́ nínú àwọn mẹ́sàn-án yẹ̀ ìyá ìnìkan lóbìnrin tó wà láàrin wa àwọn mẹ́jọ lókù ọkùnrin ní 1994 àgbọ̀nì tán lórí ilẹ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n ẹnìkan wá wà fún wa òun la kọ̀wé àgbà ìjà tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó tó dígbà kì sí méjì ó ní àgbékalẹ̀ burúkú tẹ́lá jẹ́ pé wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ kan gbé kalẹ̀ èmi fire brigade èmi máa ń fire ni lọ́dá mẹ́rẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ló bá ti rí pé Gani jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bí o òun máa mọ ọgbọ́n tó máa fi mú àwọn àgbà yẹn wálẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá jẹ́ bí ètò ọ̀ká confront nǹkan tó bá jẹ́ bí ogun àní Gani wọ́n ló fi yẹn o bá a ṣe ní nígbàtà bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn evangelist Báṣọ̀run Kúnlé Adéṣọ̀kan nínú àwọn àjọ dára tó fi sílẹ̀ àwọn mẹ́ta láwà bíbà inú àwọn mẹ́rin tàwà láyé tí ẹ bá ka ìwé yẹn ẹwọ̀n pé ilẹ̀ ìdúró àwọn tó fi orúkọ àwọn tó kúlẹ̀ nǹkan nìyẹn ọ̀dọ́ sàbàtẹ́lẹ̀ rí orúkọ bó ṣe pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Archbishop, one of the freedom fighters in Yoruba land, architect George Akinola Idande Yoruba group, and we have the executive of the Oodua Unity Forum here. Every day, executive members of Oodua Unity Forum, Chaka, Tunde Abioye, àti Aare, every day, orin àwọn ọlọ́pọ̀ oníjàmbá tájọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà nìyẹn ẹ̀káwọ̀. We have the Araba Oroshekila and his beautiful Olori Araba Awodilo Agboola. Ẹ má bínú pé mo go through speech. Mrs. Ozein wà nígbà yìí. I saw Mrs. Ozein. Where is she? She, Mrs. Ozein, former chairperson of the local government, and Mrs. Obo is here. We have Mr. Sunday Udu, ONWA, President General Igbo-speaking Community in Lagos State and Esco. They are here. We have Khalifa, Muhammad Sulaiman, Panda Marikat, Allah Sama, Prayer Group. We have Chief Stanley Odogun here. Engineer Banjo, please let me see. Atẹ́gùnfẹ́ ìdíjà gbogbo
wà lọ, ó yẹ ká dúpẹ́, 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 ara sàn, atẹ́gùnfẹ́ ìdíjà gbogbo wà lọ, ó yẹ ká dúpẹ́. Salvation, salvation, ń jẹ́ kílẹ̀ wí. Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ẹ pè ní lórúkọ tó ń jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ààrẹ ló ń pè é. Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ẹ má ní pè ní lórúkọ tó ń jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Oníwé Ọlọ́run mi ga. Ebi náà ga. Gbogbo owó ìjẹ́ kílẹ̀ wí. Ebi náà lówó. Ọlọ́run mi ga. Ebi náà ga. Gbogbo owó ìjẹ́sù. Ebi náà lówó. Ọlọ́run mi ga. Ebi náà ga. Gbogbo owó ìjẹ́sù. Ebi náà lówó. Ọlọ́run mi ga. Ebi náà ga.
The welfare OP worldwide, Prince Adebimpe Ladigbolu and Olariwaju Assis from Egypt. Prince Adebimpe Ladigbolu is from Dubai. He came from Dubai. Qatar. Okay, Qatar, sorry. All members of the Aare Council, all members of Oodua People's Congress National Executive Council, all members of the National Coordinating Council, and all the ambassadors of Olokun Festival Foundation here, and all leaders and members of Southwest Security Stakeholders Group here. Okiwowoye o, ẹ jẹ́ ìka àdàkọ mi torí àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó fẹ́ fún wa ní ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wà lórí ìjókòó. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this historic gathering. I am also very excited that God has kept us alive to celebrate this special day in the life of our noble organization, the Oodua People's Congress OPC. Let me begin by expressing my sincere appreciation to all our guests, beginning from our royal fathers, the Arole Oodua Kábíyèsí Ọọ̀ni of Ife, and His Imperial Majesty Ọba Adéyẹyè Ẹniìtàn Ògúnwùsì, and other royal fathers that are here present. I appreciate all the 6 governors from the Southwest region, the chairman of the day, former governor of Ogun State, Otumba Senator Benga Gani, the guest speaker, Professor Olufemi Otubanjo, from the Nigeria Institute of International Affairs, Victoria Island, Lagos. The book reviewer, Professor Shiyon Oyeweso, who is also the Chairman Governing Council of Afeni Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State. Our esteemed cleric, men of God, leaders of all civil society groups that are here present, CEOs of various corporate organizations, all Yoruba socio-cultural organizations, and their representatives, members of the 4th Estate of the Realm. This is not a day to bore you with the long speech, ever binu. I'll be back with the long speech, but just 15 minutes. It is a special day for us to thank God and rejoice because God has clearly been faithful to Oodua People's Congress OPC. However, I will not fail to go down the memory lane and reflect how the journey began exactly 30 years ago. The struggle started in July 1993, shortly after the annulment of the June 12, 1993 election that was believed to have been won by late Aare Kashimawo Olawale Abiola. As a member of Campaign for Democracy, CD, then we decided that there was need for us to have a regional group that will have a national outlook and also reflect the structure of the organization. The Yoruba Youth Movement was established April 1994, but that same year, especially on Monday, August 29, 1994, the Oodua People's Congress (OPC) came to life as a socio-cultural organization that was formed to protect the interests of the Yoruba people. The journey was rough and tough, but to the glory of God today, OPC has transited to a formidable organization that has since become the pride of Yoruba race. You can testify that from the speech of the chairman of the day, read by Akogun Kola Onodipe today. Like a proverbial Akon tree, OPC has grown from a just group of activists to become a local tree that survived years of trial and tribulations. Today, the organization that began at 110 Palm Avenue Street, Mushin, here in Lagos, has over 7 million members across Nigeria in 28 states. Thanks to all our members for their commitment and determination to ensure that OPC takes its pride of place in Yoruba land and Nigeria as a whole. In the course of our journey as an organization, many of our members paid the supreme price. Many lost their loved ones so that we can get to where we are today. On this note, I respectively ask our guests to rise and honor the fallen heroes in our members. Ejuedide, ká fi ọ̀wọ̀ fún àwọn tí ó ṣaláìsí nínú ìjàngbara. Agbẹ́ni Láre Bájọ́, ẹ jẹ́ bá wa honor àwọn tí ẹ̀mí wọn lọ. May their gentle soul rest in perfect peace. God bless you. It is also very important to say it here today that OPC has succeeded in doing justice to the story of the organization. We are determined to make possible impacts in Yoruba land and Nigeria. We know quite well that every aspect of the organization trajectory is a product of academic research that must be documented in a book. Interestingly, the book we are presenting to the public today is the third that have been written on the activities of OPC and my personal life experience. I want to assure you all that as we make progress in life, more books are still coming. OPC has survived the dark area of the military, several years of police torture, provocation and brutality, as well as negative propaganda for many of our producers. History will not forget my personal experience when I was declared wanted for 20 months in 2001 and 2005. Before I hand over myself to the police in the Oodua police station in Ikorodu, as well as my 18-month experience in detention in different prisons across Nigeria. The tradition of OPC is also a major milestone in Yoruba land. In the last couple of years, the Yoruba socio-cultural organization has done well in our effort to secure Yoruba land. We have also established a group of 13 security outfits with the name Southwest Security Stakeholder Groups. This group includes OPC, Agbekoya, Vigilante Group of Nigeria, CONSAC, UNTA, Egbe Obìnrin Oodua Agbaye, among others. The mandate of the different organizations under my leadership is to work our modality to secure the Southwest. We have sought the approval of the Southwest governor to partner with them in covering the security search. If the Southwest governor allows us to partner with them, I'm still repeating it today that we are ready to partner with the government to stamp out the spate of insecurity across the Southwest. In the last 3 decades, OPC has demonstrated quality leadership as a socio-cultural organization. We have our members as devotees of 3 prominent religions in Nigeria. All our members practice their religion with moderation. As I stand before you, I've been honored with prominent religion titles, both from Christian and Muslim folks. It boils down to the fact that OPC is liberal in our religion belief and practice. Just last week, we celebrate Yoruba Heritage Day as an organization, like the victory we got with June 12 in the view of Democracy Day in Nigeria. It is also on record that OPC has succeeded in promoting the religion of our forebearers by recognition of the August 20 Isheshe Day in 4 out of the 6 states in the Southwest. Wọ́n láti wọlé. Àbáwọn ọmọ bíyà ló ti fi ìwọ lójókòó sí ìjọba. Àwọn ọ̀la tó wá nígbà yìí. Let me tell you also that OPC has created niche for itself by expanding the frontier of its activities through the formation of Oodua Progressive Union, OPU. Today, OPU, our sister organization that was created in 2012, is now in 100 countries across 6 continents of the world. The diaspora organization is now one of the leading organizations in the world. I'm happy to tell you today that all Yoruba sons and daughters abroad are proud to be a member of OPU, Oodua Progressive Union. Other groups that God have established through me include Yoruba One Voice and the Southwest Security Stakeholder SSSG. Wọ́n wà bíbá yóò, àwọn tá à ń sọ yóò, àwọn leaders wọn wọ́n wà bí o àti member o. Ẹ̀yin Southwest Security Stakeholder leader, ẹ̀yin dà, ẹ ṣe Oodua gbè ní o. Part of our success story in the last 30 years is 1 billion naira legacy project Oodua House that was commissioned last Tuesday. It is also interesting to tell our guests that OPC under my leadership as the Aare of Yoruba land and the national coordinator still have edifice in Olushoga Mushin evangelization for àwọn ibi tá à ń sọ yìí àti ìyá ìlú ibẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ OPC tó ti popular ọ̀dọ́ wá tẹ̀ bá máa lẹ́nu láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀tí tọ́lọ́ ti gbàdúrà wa tó ti pọ̀ ní Olushoga Street ní Mushin. A 21 apartment, 4 suites and 19 rooms in Abeokuta was built by this organization. And the Oodua Hall in Ilefe is under construction. We have OPC building in Oyo and Kwara State. Their landed property in Udo, while the Ekiti State is still ongoing. Going forward, it is our intention to have at least 1 or 2 buildings of OPC across Southwest and even beyond. As far as we concern, the OPC will continue to be the leading organization in Yoruba and Nigeria. We will continue to project the interests of Yoruba race and will never fail in our effort to promote the cultural identity of our race. As we continue to keep the hope alive, it must be stated also that our goal and the 7 key contents of our struggle are clearly defined. This includes advocating restructuring for Nigeria, protecting life and property, promotion of Yoruba culture and identity, defending the interests of Yoruba race, playing major role in cultural tourism, rendering humanitarian service and promoting the youth empowerment program, among others. Still on the position on restructuring. As we gather here today, it is very important for me to tell the whole world about the position of OPC on the state of the nation. Nigeria has lost its pride of place in Africa. Our nation has continued to lose grip of what makes it the giant among the community of nations in Africa. It is obvious that Nigeria is no longer the giant of Africa with the way things are going. Other African countries like South Africa, Egypt are coming up with a great nation on the African continent. However, our major problem is the structural imbalance. As far as OPC is concerned, there is need for restructuring in Nigeria. The restructuring must be tied to regionalism with the reflection of 1960 and 1963 constitution, where all the 6 geopolitical zones can develop at their own pace. This will reduce burden on federal government. It will enhance the socio-economic progress in Nigeria. We are in a very difficult situation now in the country. And if we didn't restructure Nigeria now, in the next few years, Nigeria will go down as the 20th economic nation in Africa. This is the reality of the present situation in the country, as it's central on the structural imbalance as a nation. Over the years, we have long lists of prominent personalities that have supported our struggle as an organization. Many are dead, and their memory are evergreen. For those who are still alive, we will continue to appreciate them. Prominent people like late Chief Gani in SAN, late Justice Adewale Thompson, late Ambassador Segun Shola, Professor Sophie Oluwole, my good friend and very scribe, late Yinka Odumakin of the blessed memory, Professor Wole Soyinka, Chief Femi Falana, SAN, Barrister Femi Abolishade, my lawyer, Barrister Kehinde Oluwole, and Ebun Adegoruwa, SAN, and few other lawyers that stood by me during the trying moments. Dr. Joe Odumakin has always been supportive and consistent with us since 2001, especially each time we hold June 12 Memorial Lecture. It is also interesting to note that OPC is blessed with 2 brilliant lawyers who are members of the National Executive Council of the organization. They are Chief Babajide Tanimowo, the National General Secretary, and Chief Atoloye Aare of Yoruba Land. The second one was Yinka Oguntimehin, who is also the Publicity Secretary of OPC and the Asoju Aare of Yoruba Land. He is also another fantastic lawyer in our midst. We also have Barejiro Shibada Askulare, who is the Administrative Secretary of OPC. Members of OPC National Executive Council and also wonderful people in their respective area of lives. Let me say it that in different times in the history of OPC, many of our past governors in Southwest also did their best to support us during the administration of executive governor of their respective states. Prominent among them is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was then the governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007. Others are Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, late Abiola Ajumobi, who was the governor of Oyo State when I became Aare of Yoruba Land. The late Arakunrin Rotimi Akeredolu, Akinwumi Ambode, late Olusegun Adagu, Kayode Fayemi, and late Alao Akala and Ibikunle Amusu. I will not fail to appreciate members of the corps as part of my security men, and the state take care of their remuneration to date. The chairman of today's event, Otunba Senator Gani, has always been there for us. He deserves our applause for facilitating the March 9, 2005 peace move between late Dr. Fashion and I during the crisis period of OPC. Of great note is the support of all traditional rulers. Our obas have also supported us tremendously in driving the cultural promotion activities of OPC. Kábíyèsí Ọ̀ọ̀ni Ṣíjúadé Olúbùṣe must be remembered for his support when he was alive. The late Ọ̀ọ̀ni was the one that granted our request to start Oodua Festival in Ile-Ife. Meanwhile, the Ọ̀ọ̀ni of Ife, His Imperial Majesty Ọba Adéyẹyè Ẹniìtàn Ògúnwùsì, has been the symbol of unity. The late Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, His Imperial Majesty Ọba Lamidi Adéyẹmí, deserves prominent applause as he did everything that is possible to make sure that Yoruba respected globally. Kábíyèsí Aláàfin, against all odds, appoint me as the Aare Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba. May the soul of Kábíyèsí Ọba Lamidi Adéyẹmí rest in perfect peace. There are other Yoruba socio-cultural organizations like the Afenifere, Yoruba Council of Elders, YCE, Yoruba Unity Forum, funded by late Chief Mrs. Anna Idowu, Idelu Awolowo, Ẹgbẹ́ Ọmọ Yoruba in US and Canada, the Nigerian media, and few others that support us through the Think and Team. We appreciate you all. The Parakoya Aare Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Professor Kolawole Rahim, who is also the chairman of the planning committee of the 30th anniversary of OPC, former chief press secretary to two governors, Ondo State Governor late Olusegun Adagu, Arákùnrin Rotimi Akeredolu, Chief Segun Ajiboye, who is the Otunba of Aare Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Barrister Wale Odolare, Chief Gani Káyọ̀dé Balógun, Gani Káyọ̀dé Balógun, Òsì Aare Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, Comrade Shina Loberator, has been a friend of the house. Ambassador Dikin Bayo Obatunboase and Olugbenga Onosoya, and other ambassador of Olokun Festival Foundation, all former beauty queens, and my new wife, Ayiba Joy Ayomide Adams. We thank all members of OPU from across 100 countries in the world, and all members of Yoruba One Voice, prominent scholars like the guest lecturer, Professor Olufemi Otunbanjo, usually add value to our program as a guest speaker. The university across South have contributed greatly to our scholarship program by giving us name of brilliant indigent students that are eligible for our scholarship program. And as I have said earlier, the list is inexhaustible, too numerous to mention. Finally, as I stand before you today, I want to assure you all that OPC will continue to grow in leaps and bounds. Our organization will not relent in our effort to protect Yoruba against internal and external forces. We will continue to defend the interests of Yoruba people in Nigeria, and we will always seek the truth, justice, and fairness. That is the best legacy we can leave our generation that is coming. Thank you. God bless you all.
Ọlọ́run mi ga, èmi ló àgbà, olówó mi Jésù, èmi ọmọ lówó. Ọlọ́run mi ga, èmi ló àgbà, olówó mi Jésù, èmi ọmọ lówó. Ọlọ́run mi ga, èmi ló àgbà, olówó mi Jésù. Jésù ló èmi náà máa lò.
Ọlọ́run mi dá, èmi náà máa ga. Olówó di Jésù, èmi náà máa lò. Ọlọ́run mi dá, èmi náà máa ga. Olówó di Jésù, èmi náà máa lò. Lórúkọ tó jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ìyanu. Ọlọ́run ìyanu.
Ààrẹ ìbára ní àná.
Ọlọ́run ìyanu.
Ààrẹ gbogbo Yorùbá.
Ọlọ́run ìyanu.
Ààrẹ ọ̀nà bàbá ọ̀nà bàbá tó.
Ọlọ́run ìyanu.
Ẹ pè lórúkọ tó ń jẹ́.
Ọlọ́run ìyanu.
Ìgbàgbọ́ mi dúró lórí.
Ẹ̀ka àtọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ Jésù. Oṣù jẹ́ pẹ́ẹ́pẹ́ lóhùn kan. Jẹ́rí òru ọ̀la Jésù. Ọdún lọ́lẹ̀ nígbà bàbá ìgbà mìíràn ìyọ̀rí ìyọ̀.
Ibi tí a ti ń sọ pé káàárọ̀ oòjíire. Wọ́n á kí gbogbo ọba tó wà níkàlẹ̀ lénìí. Mo fi olówó Èkó ọba Aríwánú Akeolú jẹ́ ẹni tí gbogbo ara wọn kọjá láti kí gbogbo lórí ládéládé àti lóyè lóyè. Wọ́n á kí ọ̀tọ̀kọ̀lú tó wà níbí báyìí. Àwọn kòfẹ́sọ̀ Professor Otubanjo tí wọ́n ṣe guest lecturer, Professor Derin, Professor Ọlọ́gbẹ́nlá Derin náà ni ọmọọba pàtàkì ní Ilé Ifẹ̀. Mo kí ọ̀rẹ́ mi Adébáyọ̀ Banjọ, ẹni tó jẹ́ wípé ó mojú ògún tó dẹ̀ ń pa obì. Wọ́n á kí gbogbo àwa tá a wà níbí báyìí. Olórí pàtàkì mo kí yín o. Wọ́n ní tá a bá fẹ́ kọ̀wé a gbọ́dọ̀ mọ nǹkan tó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ níwájú, èyí tó wà lénìí àti ẹ̀kọ́ tá a fẹ́ kọ́ nípa ẹ̀ ní ọ̀la. Oodua People's Congress ti gbogbo ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀ ni, ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ oòjíire ni, lẹ́yìn ẹgbẹ́ ọmọ Odùduwà tí bàbá wa alọ́mánìgbàgbé Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ àti àwọn sàwáwù wọn tó dá sílẹ̀ níbi 1948-49. Ẹgbẹ́ tó tún so gbogbo Yorùbá pọ̀ lénìí ó ní ẹgbẹ́ OPC. Ẹni tó bá mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ OPC ó lè jẹ́ pé láìpẹ́ ni, ṣùgbọ́n ọmọ ọgbọ̀n ọdún kì í ṣe aròbó mọ́ o. Ibi tó yẹ ká ti kákọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ó ní ká sọ wípé báwo lẹgbẹ́ yẹn ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ti sọ lénìí, ṣùgbọ́n tí ò bá sí àná kò lè sí èní o. Tí a bá dẹ̀ ń pa ìtàn á wo ibi tó ti ṣe. Ká dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn méje àbí àwọn mẹ́sàn-án tí wọ́n dá ẹgbẹ́ OPC sílẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n a fẹ́ ní láti rí wípé nínú àwọn mẹ́sàn-án tó ń sọ yẹn, èèyàn mẹ́rin ló wà ní orí èèpẹ̀. Àkọ́kọ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n wà ní orí èèpẹ̀. Ìwé tá à ń sọ wípé à ń ṣe àyẹ̀wò ẹ̀ lénìí, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní ipa tí àwọn yẹn tí wọ́n ti kó. Gbogbo àwọn mẹ́sàn-án yẹn wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ rí wípé ipa tí wọ́n ti, ibi tí wọ́n ti làmìlaka ó wà dáadáa nínú ìwé yẹn. Ká tó kọ̀wé eléyìí, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló ti kọ ìtàn OPC ní àwọn universities wa ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ní òkè òkun. Professor Rufus Akinyele ní University of Lagos wọ́n ti kọ ìwé nípa OPC. Adérẹ̀mí Àjàlá ní University of Ibadan ó ti kọ̀wé nípa OPC. Professor Túndé Babáwálé of Department of Political Science ní University of Lagos àwọn náà ti kọ nípa ìtàn OPC obìnrin bí ọkùnrin tá à ń pè ní Insanuti tó wà ní University of Birmingham Department of African Studies ní ibẹ̀ ó ṣe ìwé ní orí àwọn obìnrin pé láìsí obìnrin ẹgbẹ́ OPC kò lè fi ẹsẹ̀ kalẹ̀ dáadáa àwọn obìnrin OPC ní obìnrin yẹn kọ́lé lórí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn náà ní Institute of African Studies ní University of Ibadan ṣùgbọ́n ìyàtọ̀ wà láàrin nǹkan tí àwọn yẹn kọ torí àti ta ni wọ́n ti kọ́ ìwé tí à ń kà lé nìyí tá à ń tún tá à ń ṣàyẹ̀wò ẹ̀ ara inú ilé ló kọ́ nǹkan tí Professor Otunbanjo pè ní insider story so tẹ́ bá ti rí external ẹ̀ tún ti rí internal ìyàtọ̀ tó wà nínú nǹkan tán ti kọ nípa OPC tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ nìyẹn àti ìwé tí àwọn ò lè ní. Ẹ̀ka mẹ́tàlá ó ní gbogbo nǹkan tí ó wà nínú ìwé yẹn ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ 258 pages ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó kọ́ wa ní ìtàn wọ́n ní tá a bá fẹ́ ka ìwé ká kọ́kọ́ lọ wo ẹni tí ó kọ ìwé yẹn ká wò ó wípé irú ẹni wo ni ọ̀nà wo ló gbà kọjá ẹni tó kọ ìwé yìí Chief Ṣẹ́gun Ajíbóyè ó ti jẹ́ oníròyìn àgbà sí gómìnà méjì ní Ondo State tó tún dẹ̀ jẹ́ media adviser Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò náà òun náà ó mọ̀tì so tá a bá wá wo àwọn méjèèjì yẹn rí wípé nǹkan tán bá sọ ojú wọn tó ṣùgbọ́n èní ẹni tó kọ̀wé ó ṣe Chief Press Secretary sí gómìnà Ondo Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò the President National Coordinator of OPC ẹ̀wọ̀n dáadáa láti Àrègèdè Àkókò ní Ondo State bàbá wa tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n jọ dá sílẹ̀ nígbà náà bàbá Frederick Isiọ̀tán Fáṣẹ̀hùn ọmọ Ondo ni ẹni tó tún wá ṣe dáadáa ní Ondo nínú tó fara pẹ́ nǹkan tí OPC ṣe lénìí ó ní gómìnà tó papòdà arákùnrin lọ́yà pàtàkì tó papòdà ní àìpẹ́ ó ṣe gudugudu méje yàyà mẹ́fà láti dá Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn sílẹ̀ èní jẹ́ ọjọ́ iyì ọjọ́ ẹ̀yẹ fún gbogbo ọmọ bíbí Ondo State nítorí wípé nǹkan táwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní celebration of Ondo State ó ní à ń ṣe tẹ́ bá rí wípé àwọn èèyàn pàtàkì mẹ́ta yẹn tán jáde ní Ondo ipa tí wọ́n kó nínú ìtàn ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ oòjíire kò ṣe fọwọ́ rọ́ sẹ́yìn tá a bá wá kò ní orí ibẹ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká wo nǹkan tó jẹ́ 30 years mo ti mọ Ààrẹ láti gbà tẹ́mi náà ti wà lọ́mọ owó ni o mo mọ Ààrẹ nígbà tí wọ́n gbé ọ̀dọ̀ wa ní Ọ̀dọ́ kó tó di pé wọ́n move lọ sí ibi tán wà nísìn ọ̀kan nínú àwọn lecturers ní department kí Ọlọ́run kó fi kópa kó dárí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó bá ní ṣe kó tẹ̀ sáfẹ́fẹ́ rẹ̀ orúkọ ẹ̀ jẹ́ Saheed Ológunró ló introduce wọn ò tí ì jẹ kìíní ní wọn ò tí ì jẹ ààrẹ nígbà yẹn bet èèyàn takuntakun ni wọ́n ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà nínú ìtàn Nàìjíríà nígbà yẹn wọ́n ní ààrẹ fẹ́ ṣe diploma èmi dẹ̀ ní head of department ní ojú ẹ̀. ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta ó ní wípé ẹlẹ́yìn kò ní síwájú iná kú fẹ́ẹ́rú bojú ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ kú fọmọ ẹ̀rọ kò báládé ò sí nílé ọmọ ẹni ní ṣojú ẹni ọmọ yín ni ó máa ń ṣẹ̀wá yín o nígbà gbogbo ìyàwó ò ní kú máa ń lábẹ́rẹ́ o. In summary, what is the life of Gani Adams? The life of Gani Adams is life in the service of the nation. At a very critical stage in the history of this nation, the Yoruba nation was assaulted, despised, and were almost seen as cowards. Our symbol of democracy, Moshood Kashima Abiola, won the June 1993 election freely, and it was the best election in the history of electoral process in Nigeria. But for the first time, a strange grammar word entered Nigeria political lexicon. The election was annulled. The annulment of June 12th election was an affront to every right-thinking Nigeria, because whether it was Muslim ticket, whether it was any other primordial consideration, people of Nigeria across political, religious, and ethnic divides voted for Abiola. Oodua People's Congress came to the rescue. It came to the rescue yesterday. It is still rescuing the nation today. And the closing advice to the governors of the southwestern state was delivered recently by Gani Adams, that let all the governors of western states, southwestern state, partner with OPC, and the issue of insecurity, kidnapping, banditry will be a thing of the past. The example of Lagos is there for all to see. Gani Adams also attested to it now that the governor of Oyo State is a strategic partner in curbing banditry and insecurity in the southwest. We want to urge the leadership, the governors of the southwestern states to please do the needful, end insecurity, and also address food insecurity. Aare, I thank you for this great opportunity to be here this afternoon to do a good review of the OPC at 30. May OPC continue to work from strength to strength. May you be around when OPC will be celebrating its next 50 years. You are just 54. You are still a young man. So long live Gani Adams, long live APC.
Good afternoon. Ẹ káàsán láti ọ̀dọ̀ gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. An address by the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, at the grand finale of the 30th anniversary of the Oodua People's Congress, held on Thursday, 29th of August 2024, at 10 Degrees Event Center already, Ikeja, Lagos State. All protocol duly observed. It is with immense honor and a deep sense of privilege that I stand before you today at this momentous occasion, the grand finale of the 30th anniversary of Oodua People's Congress. Today we gather not just to celebrate a milestone, but to reminisce about a journey marked by commitment, resilience, and unwavering dedication to the ideals of unity, progress, and cultural pride. The OPC has been a significant force in our region, known for its role as a Yoruba nationalist, regionalist, and vigilante organization. Recognized also as the Oodua Liberation Movement or the Revolutionary Council of Nigeria, the Oodua People Congress has maintained a strong grassroots presence within the Yoruba ethnic community, and its impact has been felt across southwestern Nigeria. founded by a visionary group of Yoruba elites and artisans, including the esteemed Dr. Frederick Fashion, who became its first national leader. The OPC was born out of a profound mission to actualize the annulled mandate of Chief Moshood Kashimawo Olawale Abiola. This pivotal movement in our history spurred the formation of an organization dedicated not only to upholding the democratic aspirations of that period, but also to championing the values and interests of the Yoruba people. Under the leadership of Dr. Fashion, OPC found its unity and strength. A strategic appointment of Oodua Gani Adams as national coordinator was a masterstroke that unified various factions within the organization, while it maintained its president and founding father. Even after the passing of Dr. Fashion, the OPC continued to evolve, staying to its true founding principle and vision of identifying with our historical and cultural origins. The organization's dedication to reviving the glory of our past, educating and mobilizing descendants of Oodua, and integrating their aspirations and values into a collective platform for future generations has been unwavering. As we reflect on the past 3 decades, we are reminded of the tremendous strides that OPC has made in advocating for the rights of our people and promoting a sense of identity and belonging. Your efforts in fostering regional development and empowering communities have not gone unnoticed. The OPC's contribution have been instrumental in addressing key issues and driving change across our states and beyond. This anniversary is not only a time for celebration, but also an opportunity to reaffirm our collective commitment to the vision of a prosperous and equitable society. The challenges of the past have forged a path for future growth, and it's through collaboration and mutual respect that we will continue to build on this legacy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I use this opportunity to congratulate the Oodua People's Congress on reaching this remarkable milestone. Your dedication and hard work have set a shining example for all of us, and I am deeply appreciative of the role of the OPC that has played in advocating the rights and interests of our people and contributing to cultural and socio-economic development of our region. As we look to the future, let us remain steadfast in our commitment to unity and progress. The journey ahead will undoubtedly bring new challenges, but it also presents boundless opportunities. It is through our collective efforts, shared vision, and unwavering dedication that we will overcome obstacles and seize these opportunities. Let us continue to work together, harnessing the spirit of cooperation, mutual respect that has brought us this far. By doing so, we will ensure that the values and goals of the Oodua People's Congress continue to thrive and inspire future generations. In closing, I extend my warmest congratulations once again to OPC on this significant anniversary. May the legacy of your work continue to shine brightly, and may we all move forward with renewed vigor and determination to achieve a greater Lagos rising. I thank you all for listening. Signed, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Executive Governor of Lagos State.
This is a personal letter signed by Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON, the Governor of Lagos State, on the 30th anniversary of the Oodua People's Congress, OPC. On behalf of my family, the government and the good people of Lagos State, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you and the entire membership of the Oodua People's Congress, OPC, on the remarkable occasion of your 30th anniversary holding today. There is no gainsaying the fact that this occasion is symbolic, not just for the number of years, but also for the significant achievement the OPC has recorded in the past 30 years. As an organization, the OPC has played a pivotal role in preserving and promoting Yoruba cultural heritage and advocating for the right and welfare of Yoruba people in the past 3 decades. Your unwavering commitment to the cause of justice, equity, and self-determination has left an indelible mark on the social political landscape of our nation. The journey of the OPC from its inception to becoming a more formidable force in the defense of Yoruba interests is a testament to the vision, courage, and resilience of the leadership and members. The organization has not only been a custodian of our rich cultural heritage, it has contributed significantly to the peace, security, and most importantly, the unity of the Yoruba in the southwest Nigeria. As you celebrate this milestone, I commend you, your organization, for his steadfastness, while I encourage you to continue the advocacy with the same dedication, commitment, and vigor that had brought you this far. I wish to place on record that the government of Ogun State remains committed to supporting initiatives that promote the welfare of our people and preservation of our cultural values. Therefore, on this momentous occasion, it is my prayer that the OPC Oodua People's Congress will continue to work stronger and remain a beacon of hope and symbol of unity to Yoruba race. Once again, please accept my heartfelt congratulations and assurances of my highest regard as always. Thank you, Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON.
There are a lot of dignitaries here that if I have to recognize all, then my less than 5 minutes or 3 minutes will be up. But today, I recognize each and every one on the service table, representatives of governors, the chairman of today's occasion, the book reviewer, and our own dear Ayimba Gani Adams. Today, I also want to recognize the arrowhead of OPC, the person that I was in the trenches with for over 3 decades. Myself and Aare Gani Adams, then at Maria, who moved with Yinka Odumakin, we moved from one media house to the other, giving out releases. But as at the time it was declared wanted for 20 months, he was on the ground. During my own time, Dr. Bekoranson Kuti kept me in his house. On the day I was arrested, I was mistaken for the daughter. I escaped. Then I went to Femi Falana's house, stayed with the wife. The day I was to be cited, I left the place again. I ended up at Alagbon. From Alagbon to Kirikiri, from there to Intercenter, from there to SSS headquarters, with several other places that I was in. But one thing I can say about the arrowhead of this mass movement, that during those dark days of military despondency, Aare Gani Adams remained selfless. In fact, it was like a myth. They were looking for him everywhere. He was a rallying point and an organizer of men and women. That's why today I'm extremely happy to be here. And I know that Yinka Odumakin too would have been happier to be here. The last official assignment that Yinka Odumakin went for was in Aare Gani Adams' house. They held programs. He never gave up, and he was greatly attached to Aare. So also one. Today I want to congratulate the 7 million members of OPC. OPC has its presence also around the globe. I want to congratulate everyone, and I want to tell you, and I want you to realize that you have a leader who stands like an Iroko that will never betray, tested and trusted. The challenge really is that there must be unity. there is strength in unity. OPC must remain united. Restructuring must still remain that battle cry because it's not yet rule. Mo kí gbogbo èèyàn tó wá sí bíbá yìí o. Èmi là ń ṣe ọgbọ̀n ọdún ní ẹgbẹ́ OPC. Ní gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tí mo mọ̀ àtìgbà tí OPC ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Gbogbo àwọn tó dalẹ̀ wọ́n ti balẹ̀ lọ. Mo fẹ́ sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó wà níbí o wípé ààrẹ tó wà níbí báyìí tó jẹ́ adarí OPC wọn ò dalẹ̀ rí ẹni tó bá sì dalẹ̀ kó máa balẹ̀ lọ. Ní ìparí mo fẹ́ kí ẹ mọ̀ pé OPC ó ti wà ní inú ìwé tí wọ́n kọ sí gbogbo nǹkan tí OPC ti ṣe ní ọgbọ̀n ọdún òun là ń kà kì í ṣe ará ìta ló kọ o ará ilé ló kọ èmi yìí mo kí yín pé ẹ kú oríire Yínká Odùmákin níbi tó wà òun náà kí yín pé ẹ kú oríire. Thank you very much. I know that victory is certain. Thank you for this opportunity. Kábíyèsí o kí adé pẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ nnekene yìí o ndị Igbo jánà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o dá lónà o.
Doesn't block you. You came to my place, not blocking you. You came to that place,
ladies and gentlemen, Iba Gani Adams, our Obas, we thank you for coming. All protocol already established will now be followed. Now, the book that has been written by members of the OPC and those that are interested in the development of OPC and the role of Iba Gani Adams, the Aare Ona Kakanfo. We are very, very happy today. I read it when it was sent to me online. And the book is well written. And those involved have done their research very well. I, as a professor of political science, what I find interesting most is the political aspect and the political development of OPC and the influence in Yoruba land. Now, as a person myself, as a Yoruba man, I have been following Gani Adams very, very closely. Not because he gave me money, I just love his courage and his boldness. Because without courage, we will not take the next step that's going to get us to the promised land. This man, Gani Adams, our Aare Ona Kakanfo, is a man of many parts, and God has good energy and strength. And the book is to recognize the development of an institution. OPC has become an institution in Yoruba land, and nobody can say is second to none. Abenibere is there, full of old people. We have not recruited young ones, and Gani Adams have managed to keep the old ones as well as recruit new ones, and the OPC is waxing strong. I am highly tempted to join the OPC officially. So I will go forward to that side and open it from there. So I want to launch the book in the name of the Almighty God, the Magnificent, the Creator of heaven and earth. And We want everybody to have the chairman of the occasion, Iba Gani Adams. Please, Madam, please. Please. Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, go. Please. Okay. Can be a show. Please. Yeah. Now, the Prof. Please. In the name of Almighty God, the Magnificent, I launched this book on behalf of Iba Gani Adams with 50,000. Don't say it's small. Professors are not well paid in Nigeria, but I will contribute my little quota. So I launched the book with 50,000 naira. Thank you. The chairman of the occasion, say something. Yes. Yes. We are representing somebody.
Well, I've been commandeered by the Aare himself. On behalf of the chairman whom I'm representing today, he's a man that loves reading. He has so many libraries, and I believe that 20 copies for each of the library, especially in each of government of this senatorial district in Ogun State. I launched this 20 copies each for the local government libraries in each of the Ogun East senatorial districts. I've launched it now. Well, the cost of that between the chairman and Aare, they will sort it out. I think it's well launched, 20 copies each for each of the local government. There are 9 local governments in the Ogun East Senatorial District, by the way. Thank you.
Ordinarily, we don't want to make it as long-ship. We reflect book presentation on the book. But the VIP will go to their seats. Some copy will be a complimentary copy. For those who have 20 copies to their library, I think they will pay good amounts. So I think that's the way we want to handle it. Because when we continue saying launching, next time you want to write another, you call a guest, they will not come there. So that's why we made it book presentation.
Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run fún àǹfààní àti oore ọ̀fẹ́ tí gbogbo wa ní láti wà bí lénìí tí OPC Oodua Post Congress tí wọ́n ṣe 30 ọdún. A fẹ́ gbé àkàrà òyìnbó fún àjọ̀dún 30 ọdún. Ohun tí a sì jọ máa jọ kà òun náà ni orúkọ tó kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ orúkọ ẹgbẹ́ wọn Oodua. Tàbá ti spẹ́ẹ̀lẹ̀ orúkọ lẹ́tà 5 ló wà ń bẹ̀. Àkọ́kọ́ lẹ́tà ìdẹ́lẹ̀ àwàjọ pé papọ̀ wọn àwa gé. Orúkọ tèmi ni Ọba Joseph Moronfoye Òkunlọ́lá Òní onígbàyè tí gbogbo lè gbàyè ní ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Odò Ọ̀tì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa kájọ pé ẹ fọwọ́ sí àkàrà òyìnbó Ààrẹ àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà lókè. Ókè Oodua People's Congress. Oodua tiwa, 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 tiwa. Ogogo nala lo bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ̀dá. Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ńlá lọ padà wá lẹ́yìn o. Ọ̀làdàlẹ̀ ti bá nílé òwe náà sọ. Àdàdà orí aṣọ wà o.
Aare council. After that, the Igbo, all the Igbos.
Ẹ̀bá mi kí Ààrẹ. Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Àní ẹ̀bá mi kí Ààrẹ. Ògùnkùn ńlá ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ̀dá sódà. Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ńlá ló padà wá lẹ́yìn o. Ọ̀làdàlẹ̀ ti bá nílé òwe máa ń sọ. Àdàdà sí orí aṣọ wà o.
Hold on, the Igbos, let me take with the human rights group. I will give you
Ààrẹ
time.
ọlọ́mọdé ìṣàrẹ̀ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ààrẹ Ààrẹ ọlọ́mọdé ìṣàrẹ̀ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ààrẹ Ààrẹ ọlọ́mọdé ìṣàrẹ̀ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ààrẹ Ààrẹ ọlọ́mọdé ìṣàrẹ̀ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Mi kì í jẹ lọ bàbá ikọ́ mi. Ẹran mi ra gbẹ́sẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ààrẹ Ààrẹ ọlọ́mọdé ìṣàrẹ̀ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ààrẹ Ààrẹ ọlọ́mọdé ìṣàrẹ̀ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ẹ bá mi kí Ààrẹ. Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ògùn ńlá ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣẹ̀dá. Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ńlá ló padà wá lẹ́yìn o. Ọ̀làdàlẹ̀ ti bá nílé òwe máa ń sọ. Àdàdà sí orí aṣọ wà o. A ṣe mú ìdí tẹ́yìn náà lójó. Lábàlẹ̀ òun ní pé ayé wá tó Yorùbá. Lábàlẹ̀ òun ní pé ayé wá tó Yorùbá. Yes, I never feel to be situate. Àtùpà abálọ̀ bàbá ìlú kálé.
Ìfẹ́ alẹ́ wá tó yẹ kọ́.
Bàbá ṣeun. Ipa yàtọ̀
Ìfẹ́ alẹ́ wá tó yẹ kọ́.
sójà bọ̀ ẹ̀dìdé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àdó.
Ẹ̀dìdé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àdó.
Ẹ̀dìdé kí gbogbo wa tún bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ẹ̀dìdé ẹ̀jẹ̀ àdó.
Ipa kọ̀ọ̀nì títí, màmá rántí àwọn tù mí dáadáa. Ààrẹ Kọ́lá péye fẹ̀sọ̀ sí iwájú. Ààrẹ gbogbo ìrẹ́mọ, ààrẹ gbogbo kò ọ̀fúrẹ́mọlá. Ààrẹ Kọ́lá péye fẹ̀sọ̀ sí iwájú. Honorable Rakim Ademola Tuwani, the board chairman Tuwani Oyo. Supervision board Tuwani Bambetu, Ìwọ́jà fún ààrẹ Ìgbègbè. Ìfàkọ̀rì ti fi Amáran tí a mọ̀ pàtàkì. Engineer, Olúṣọlá Tuwani. Where are we engineer? Engineer Tawido, Olúṣọlá mi Balógun. Àbọ̀wọ̀n kọ́lá ọ̀nà nífẹ̀ẹ́ tiwa ní òkè sọ́ọ̀ṣìàmà. Èyí yẹn wá náà tẹ́lẹ̀ ká lójú. Ọ̀tún bá ní kí ṣẹ́kù fi ẹ̀kú ìkàlẹ̀. Wọ́n yá máa mi kí balógun lórí yín. Ìkẹyẹ ẹ má mi kí àmì Tuwani. Ẹ má mi kí corporate Túndé Fọládójú yìí. Ẹ má mi kí balógun lórí yín. Balógun lórúkí mi ọ̀làlẹ̀. Aláwìrín tẹ̀gbá lánàá tí wá dé. Ẹ̀kí chairman Ogun State Alternative Medicine Board. Bámiká engineers ayé tí wá ní SSC to Lagos State Government on politics and legislative matter. Bámi kí ọ̀túnba dáadáa. Ọ̀túnba Dọ́láni Adéní Bàbá, Commissioner for Special Duties, ìpínlẹ̀ Èkìtì Tuwani. Ẹ̀rọ mi kí chief ní bàbá, Síkírù Tuwani, Adébáyọ̀, Ọlọ́lágbà ṣùgbọ́n mi. Ọ̀fẹ́ níwá Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Akáṣẹ́ ẹ̀fọ́ àfọ́dútẹ́lì àgbára. Akínbárí sálọ yìí ká. Ògùn Sùmẹ́yìn, aṣojú ààrẹ dáadáa, Ọ̀nà Kakanfò. Ẹ bá mi kí ṣe fi Ọláwálé Tuwani. Ọláwálé lọ́mọ jọmọ gbádùn ní tirẹ̀. Ẹ bá mi kí Ọ̀túnba Kazeem Adéwálé Tuwani Hamzat. Abirogu Aare Ekianchi Yemu Marode Ekukale Agedechi Wadebe Ekijagu Modu Aare Tuani Bamiki Professor Olawande Rahim Parapui Aare Tuani Bamiki Ralaji Ekichi Bio Oyilola Obando Awe National Deputy Baba Oodua Ekichi Iwana Tuani Asiko Lai Obando Authority mi Baba Ebe ni fe lai lai Ni gbogbo wa tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ Hey, boy. orísun ìmúláradá fún inú rere àti tọ́jú rẹ̀. Kò dá mi lójú pé o lọ àdúrà. Ilé ti wí ẹ̀yìn àgbẹ̀ ìdíná lójú rẹ̀. Ìgbàgbọ́ yìí jùlọ ẹ̀wọ̀n ojú rẹ̀. Ìgbàgbọ́ dọ́gba rẹ̀ ayé ti rú lọ. Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ yóò máa yí. Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ yóò máa yí. Iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ yóò máa yí. Ìmú gbogbo olùwà ọkọ mi. Ìgbà tó ń dúró lórí ẹgbẹ́ tó dúdú Jésù. Olùdẹ́gbẹ́ ló ń bẹ́ lẹ́yìn orin gọ́ọ̀lá Jésù. Àbọ̀yọ̀lẹ̀ Bísí Pátá ilé mìíràn ìyá mi ló jẹ́ ojúlé pàtó láti tàpátá ilé mìíràn. Nítorí ìtàkì ẹ̀ka ni wọ́n tún ìtiwọ́. Ayá rẹ̀ ọ̀nà kan lọ.